I'm loaded.
Half
I'm
ass up
about
a
to put that shit
motherfucker.
everywhere.
Yeah, I hit it. Shit. Yeah.
Luigi.
Fucking allergies.
Damn, Rob, we in 2031. We literally just came out of the 2030 draft class, right?
Swear, shit crazy.
Wow.
That fast too.
Very fast, man. It was an interesting night last night in the draft, man. RDL, as always. Highs and some lows. You know, we had real feeling great, GMs feeling really good about what they did in the draft. You seen some guys a little upset. You seen guys, needed to play the phone line before the draft because a lot of guys were getting taken. I was one of them that was like, God damn, him too? Shit, I had a
I was on
moment.
that end a couple times.
Yeah, right. I had a moment where I felt like the Patriots when they drafted Strange and the Rams was like, shit, we had him 104. Took him in the first round. Hold up, that's a reach. You can have that. Yeah, good luck at that too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh shit.
this wasn't one of the deepest drafts I had. What it was a very intriguing draft. There was some names, you know. You know, you saw Mike not even draft, and you could tell he remembered names and put them all on his board because he sure as hell drafted the most linebackers I ever seen. The coach should have a starting offense and defense full of linebackers at this point.
Straight up.
Have you seen one draft that my boy Mike went through from all the way back to Game of Thrones first draft till now where he didn't take a linebacker?
Never.
What else, Rod? What else went off the board where I thought it would be what I thought was going to happen? I thought it would have been a heavy linebacker draft. I thought 10 linebackers. I said 10 linebackers would go in the first 2 rounds. Do you think we accomplished that?
First 2 rounds?
Yeah, I said by the second round we'll see at least 10 linebackers go in those 2 rounds. And I was really saying 10 in the first, but giving us early second round.
I think we came close if not got there.
In your opinion, what was the hot position that went off the board? That was going off the board a lot early.
Seen a lot of safeties going.
Mm-hmm.
Seen a lot of linebackers. Oddly enough, the linemen, they felt like the deep third round for anybody really took a lineman.
The linemen were falling. We've seen some guys slide too. Some top tier players that were, top 10 to 15 picks slide all the way out of it, like slide out of the first round, slide to the back of the first round. We saw some slides. I also saw a lot more receivers go. I guess we got to stop doubting the fact that receivers and corners. We saw corners go. I thought corners and linebackers would be the hot position, but it seemed like the receivers was the hot position. Where, at this point in the way our league is, the receiving position is kind of like the running back position in real life, where, guys really, you got to be a special dog to get drafted in the first round. Shit, me and Hitter talked about the receivers. We talked about what receivers we thought would go in the first round, and how many of them would be a reach. We saw Jackson State go crazy in the first round. Like, I don't think there was a Jackson State receiver on the board past the first 15 picks. And rightfully so. I mean, that's an easy pick. Guys realize, Jackson State on that board, get them. Guys realize it's almost like the Florida State situation for Game of Thrones. So I get it. As soon as you see Jackson State, you most of them right away know they're getting a player.
Right. See, where people miss the ball, I say where people drop the ball on that, like they see Jackson State, but when they reach, and they end up being like me, where you can't develop, and the guy take long to develop, and then he end up just being in like graveyard pretty much. Not to the fault of the coach, it's just that you gotta know yourself and know what you're good at as far as development and stuff like that. It's something I had to learn too.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go crazy with Jackson State. Like, I see them, I like them out. My eyes get big when I see them too. I'm like, man, look, it ain't worth the reach. I'd rather they get drafted. Like, and there was a couple times it was like that last night for me. Starting with Burton, like Hitter took the receiver I wanted. Like, that killed me, but I'm like, that was a reach for real. So depending on what Hitter do, it ain't hit or miss type.
Yeah, there wasn't a receiver graded in the top 10. Now, that don't mean there wasn't top 10 talent.
Right.
But people don't understand that part of the draft. That's important. When they, like, for example, we had the number 1 pick overall. We drafted Travis Hunter, and we got the reach. It was red. We got the reach, and it said, he's the 7th best, true talent player in the draft. That matters, right? Now, for a guy like me, kind of understands the development and all that stuff, it doesn't kill me. Right. But it matters. It matters in gameplay. It matters in development, right? When you see these guys that you scout and they turn red, we talk about this all the time. You're losing a good shell. So if you get a guy that's red and they drop, say they're a first round talent, they drop to the 4th. If you still get them in the first round, that doesn't mean they're not going to develop and they can't play well for you and all that stuff. What it does is if you're not a good developer, the process is super slow on their development. Usually when they tell you that was a great pick or you pick true talent, usually that guy develops way faster and has a good shell. And I don't think guys realize that. You see, I mean, guys kind of stay away from the red guys for the most part. They still draft them. I know I would. But you're 100% right. If you get a guy that was selected to go 23 in the draft and you get him, at 5 or 6, you know what I mean? You're gonna have a long time developing that guy. Like he's gonna, you can do some things with him. He can play well. Who knows what happens when they get on the field? But they're gonna play, in development stage. Like you got guys like, all right, I'll give you a prime example. The Bills drafted Jackson State's receiver Warren Nugget. Remember him? Fastest receiver in the draft.
Yeah.
He played well with him that whole first year, right?
Right.
And he never went past a star.
You know what I'm saying? I can give you one on my team, Marcel Brooks, for instance. Like, X Factor came out that way. He's still in the 80s. I got guys that came in well after him. They're sitting in their Dandies already. Like,
and the fact that he was an X Factor, that's the biggest development you can get, right? Because that's X Factor is development right there. You're going to develop fast. And he's still in the 80s. Now, part of it is due to the usage. The more they play and the more they're on the field, the better chances you get of developing them guys. But when I say, you can draft guys or pick up guys and don't play them at all and watch them develop all year long. They can develop. And you're like, damn, I developed this guy on the bench, which we call our red shirt system, and he went up 8 points by the end of the year. How? He didn't play it down. And you had guys, previously I was in the league that didn't understand that. I got guys that's not on ability right now. They on star still, and these guys got backups on their bench. They're not even playing at all. I don't have no stats like my guy, and he has a better ability. Well, two things happen. One, either they drafted that person on Superstar. The other thing is maybe they got a gift, and they use their gift for that to be that superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many ways to develop, and the fact that you're drafting stars is the tell-all right there,
Right.
Now, Hoodie, I'm not saying. Trust me, I know that can happen. I'm not saying that. You can't get, especially with the tandem breakouts and all that, the way this game is. I'm not saying you couldn't have got him upgraded like that. I'm using an example on how well you still played with him and what he did for you, and you did it on a star when, usually those guys, man.
But that also comes down to user. He's a great user, especially on offense.
And then not just him being a great user, he's also playing extra games, a lot more extra games than a lot of guys. So his system itself is a developed mecca. So you go to the Bills, the moment he draft a player, they're walking into a developed system where they're going to develop regardless, because he did it. You see what he did in 3 seasons?
Right.
That's not by accident. That's not by like, oh, I just happened to, guess the right picks and things like that. That shit happened, and he did that shit. Look, he came in,
took the team in the second season,
and he was in the Super Bowl by season 3, 4. No, he came in. Remember, he came in. He took the off season, then he made it to the playoffs. Lost to the Raiders, and then the Broncos went 2 straight years to the playoff Super Bowl. Then he went.
Got you. All right, so you're 4. But yeah, still before most.
But I'm not even measuring it off of him making it to the Super Bowl. I'm measuring it off of the moment he drafted a player now and put him within his system. The development with his team carries that guy along now. Doesn't take him to have to play with the guy and go crazy with him and all that. I'm trying to tell you, you can sit these guys on the bench and redshirt these guys, and if you're playing with that group, like, so for example, I say I get a linebacker, I'm not going to play at all this year, but I'm developing my linebacker, and every time let's say I got another linebacker in my top 6. Every time I develop that group, that linebacker group, the linebacker group itself gets points, whether it's you playing in the game and hitting goals, you picking the right stuff for your training and things like that. Those things develop players, right? Where guys sit there and they, how the fuck this, and that. Nah, it happens. It can happen, especially for the guys that constantly make the playoffs or barely lose more than 2 games a year. You got to see it now. Do we not have things in place where guys can upgrade, get upgrades and shit like that? Of course, I got package deals that's offered for anybody. But you gotta want to be a person that want to do it. You either want to do it or you don't, right? And to counter that, for those that don't want to do it, I give out gifts and do things like that to keep teams up to par, right? But as a true nature person, to just go grab a player in the draft, put it to test. See what you do with a guy that you drafted that was red, that went from a first round talent or a second round talent, dropped down to the fourth, third. See what happens in development there, and watch it all year long. And really pay attention to that person and put him on the block. I've had plenty of guys that took longer to get their awareness up higher. Like they might be upgrading, but not with the things you need them to upgrade at, like awareness, play rec, things like that might not go as fast as I would like it to go. Or, expectations I'm expecting if I get a guy at 75 overall awareness, by the time the season's over, and I feel like I can go anywhere between 10 to 12 points on awareness alone. So the following year, that guy should be, at least an 85 awareness. If you're playing with him, if you're developing him the right way, and it's just ways to go about it. Bottom line, that's why I always pitch to guys: don't be scared to trade for players that's already ready to go. It makes your job easier, especially when we're 11 to 12 seasons in. It makes it easier when you got a guy that you can bring in that's 25 or 26. You could bring in for 4 years or 3 seasons, whatever the case may be, and you don't have to worry about no development on that person. There's nothing wrong with that. You've seen guys winning ball games because of that. You ever face a guy that especially in my league, he's nowhere near better than me, but yet he found a way to beat me, or his team makes it hard for me to play. Please don't take that and think that, what type of shit. No, that trade been a trade, bro. Like, but he signed him and he didn't. Them guys are leaving. I don't know why, but that trade, King James and Sheldon Ward was a trade. Nano wasn't able to be in the draft last night, so they couldn't make the trade. And so Falk signed King James back, and when I hit the league, he went straight to free agency. And somebody Corey said something about his players. You got a couple of his players too, or some shit like that. I know you be tearing free agency up and all that shit, bro. I'll holler at Corey for me, please. I don't know what the situation is, but I keep telling you guys, if you got somebody's player, man, and I can't tell if they're lying or not all the time, bro. I cannot tell if they're lying now that they know I put that out there last night. I can't tell. So I would think a Pierre wouldn't been a guy he even tried to sign back at 29 years old, right? But the moment I said, guys are losing guys and it's happening, then I tried to sign him back, it didn't happen. So now I don't have proof for that. But what I do know is this: if you're losing a guy that you absolutely needed, I'm not going to make you take that L. I'll make sure, we make it up. Like somehow, some way, I'll do something for you, so you don't feel as though like, oh man, I bid it on this line. Because look, at the end of the day, anybody can bid on anybody, bro. There's no salary cap now. The league kind of got screwed when somebody accidentally turned the salary shit off. So there's no salary cap, guys bidding and shit. But what happens is a lot of guys are playing with negative money. So now when you signing these guys, even though there's no salary cap, the game might be registering. You don't have no money. So when you think you signed them and they go to free agency all of a sudden, because nobody has bread, you don't have to worry about having money now because you can sign anybody anyway. I keep using this as an example. Last night, CJ Verdell went to free agency last night, and he didn't have to sign him back. He was on a rookie deal, right? So look at it. I drafted CJ Verdell. All right, he came in the same class as Derek Stingley. I didn't have to sign Derek Stingley back last night. He wasn't up for it. He was still on his rookie deal. He still has this at the end of this year. I guarantee Stingley is up if I go to my roster and look at re-signs. Let's see. Oh no, I got him on a 5th-year option. That's right. I got him on a 5th-year option. Let's see if anybody else from that class can sign. All right, so we're looking at the first Game of Thrones class right here, right? So this is the last Game of Thrones. These players right here. So you're looking at, Anthony Iverson, Game of Thrones, the last draft. So here's the first real draft class right here: George Pickens, Nolan Smith, Adam Anderson, Darren Beavers, and Kamora Campbell. All these guys are from the first draft class. Now Stingley was the first round pick for me. Any first round pick will get a 5th-year option that you can, you can ignore their rookie contract being over. They get another 5th year. So C.J. Verdell is part of this class. He's supposed to be up now, but yet he was in free agency. Where you got a guy like Max don't have to, not even worrying about signing because he don't pop up on their screen and all that. But because the salary cap is off, things are happening. So I can't control it all, and I can't, everybody's not going to tell the truth, and I'm not going to sit here and call everybody a liar when I can't figure out situations. Like, for example, you got that linebacker Barno, and he wasn't even 2 years in yet and already hit free agency. Like, how that happened? Like, unless he put him on practice squad and then brought him back, there's no way he had to be re-signed again. Yeah, I don't know. See, I can't answer that question, Hoodie. That's the problem. I can't answer that. So what you saying? Like, you hit him, I want that player, and he said, all right, I'll cut him for you? I'm confused. Because you said the same thing about the Browns that same year when we first had the free agency situation messed up, and the Browns didn't cut his player either. Barno is a real life player, bro. If he's 25, it's because I didn't drop his age to 20 like I do all the real draft players. He's a real life player. He's the fastest linebacker that came out that first draft. So the draft that just happened in real life, Barno is part of that draft class. He ran a 4.36. He's the fastest linebacker. The Falcons drafted him. If you go back to it, you remember me saying the Falcons get an upgrade because he ran that 4.36. It was him, and then he got the boy from Georgia that both had great 40 times, and I was like, yo, the Falcons is winning after the draft is over. He's winning right now on 40s right now. So he wasn't supposed to be in free agency. He had to cut him after he drafted the other fast linebacker. So all right, so I can't argue that. I'm just saying, in my eyes, I didn't know he cut him for you, so he just cut him. Like, all right, well, I don't want him no more. So he got rid of the fastest linebacker in our league. For another fast linebacker, I don't understand. That was just some bullshit. Then, in my opinion, that was just some bullshit. Or some backdoor shit. I don't know. That shit weird. I'm not cutting a motherfucking a first year player that's sitting on a 96 speed already, 95 speed at linebacker right now, and he only 1 year in. I don't understand how I would well, that's why he's not here no more. He doesn't play anymore. I don't get it. Like, guys do some dumb shit. What I'm saying is, in the same situation, the Browns had a receiver that went to the Falcons, and he didn't get, I don't know if he didn't get a chance to sign him back or he signed him and he still hit free agency. I had 2 receivers this year go to free agency. I just didn't need them. I didn't care. That I signed, though. I signed them because I wanted to trade them, but once they hit free agency, I didn't give a fuck. So it's happening. I'm telling you now, I can't control that because salary cap is off. So anything can happen. And I'm not calling nobody a liar or nobody this and that, but there's a difference if a nigga, like I know for a fact, because I traded C.J. Verdell to the Giants. So I know for a fact what his contract was because I drafted him. I knew how many years he had remaining and everything. I drafted him. And he still hit free agency, and he didn't even have a chance to resign him or anything because he didn't know he was going to free agency. I don't know that answer to that, why that's happening. But then you get guys like, Snake said the same thing. Like, yo, bro, this nigga receiver is 29 years old. You think he really signed him back, or he just saying that now that you telling people they got to give guys their players back? Like, so it's a little hard situation, man. But I'm not going through it. I don't care, niggas. I'm not arguing with nobody. You keep them, you want to keep them, you keep them. And then I got to take care of myself. It is what it is, bro. It's part of me being a commissioner. The salary cap fucked up. That shit killed us in a way. But we making it work. So, I'm not telling you got to give anybody back, that you don't want to give back. You feel like, nah, I need this player. I got him in free agency. Oh, well, I'm going to just make him the same player. It don't even matter. I'll just make that same fucking player for him. It don't even matter. But I'm not trying to make guys give guys back and hurt them in the same process. Like, damn, bro, that was great. I picked him up for a reason. Like, great play. And then you get, I don't think that receiver makes or break you. You load it over there in receivers. But if you feel like a 98 speed, 98 Excel 6'3" nigga, what you want, I can't be mad at that. I don't know what happened. I don't know if Corey telling the truth or not. But I know I'll make it right. That's all I know. I know I'll make it right. And I kind of knew, we were gonna go through some things like this because the salary cap got turned off. Now I don't know which one of that's why I'm taking tags now. Ain't nobody I don't need six commissioners and shit. I don't need all that, bro. Because nobody's fessing up to them trying to turn it off to try to save themselves some money. Like, oh, let me turn it off real fast. So I got about 10 niggas I got resigned. Turned that shit off and then realized once it turned off, it can't get turned back on. And I believe that with the bottom of my heart, that's what happened. Somebody did that shit. I ain't do that shit. As many times I do all types of shit, and I've never done that a day in my life in my league. Hell no, I don't believe that shit, bro. Somebody did it. Somebody turned that shit off, thinking they gonna motherfucking they slick. They gonna fix their situation, but they ain't gotta re-sign nobody and fuck the whole fucking re-signing shit up. But that's part of the off season, free agency. What I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna just start simming the whole free agency period. Go right to the fucking draft. Then you get like guys like D West who called me right before we ready to go to the draft. I got all my guys. They got my guys. Well, where the fuck you was at all year with these guys? That's the part that killed me. But then you don't want to see me. My problem is this: you can't handicap guys in this type of league. You can't, because at this point, 12 years in, everybody's teams are official. So when guys lose guys, it matters. So I try my best not to let nobody fall off or be in a situation where, they line up and can't compete. Like, oh man, I lost 4 starters. It's bullshit. But, track records are track records, bro. Like with D West, is more like, damn, bro, here we go again with your shit. 3 straight drafts in a row, you missing players, right? Come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in his sense is more like, nah, bro. But like Corey, I never, I don't know. He heard what I said in chat, and then it was funny to him. Oh shit, well shit, Pierre and all that. He got one of his guys back. He probably didn't sign them back because they were old. If you know my new rule, you know that if they 29 and 30 years old, 29, you don't got no more room for them because they getting dropped. So it doesn't even matter. I would have let Pierre sit his black ass right in motherfucking in Dallas. Go ahead, you got him, bro. Now Hendricks, I can understand that. He ain't trying to hear that, but like, I don't know how guys are not signing their player. Like you gotta. I guess the best way to do it is, maybe we just start showing like, look, when like all these players I gotta sign back, right? I gotta show you that I've tried to sign them back. Maybe we start doing that. Maybe we gotta do something like that for you to be able to get into the off season and say, oh, this guy still hit free agency and I signed him. You gotta have proof of it. Maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe we gotta go to that extent. I don't know. But I know I gotta find a way to fix this because I'm not gonna stop every fucking off season and slow the draft down to try to get players back, players back, and then gotta threaten them to drop them down to 0, which I'm going to do until y'all give them back. It's just that simple, right? Or we go 2 ways about it. Hear me when I say if you gotta give a player back, give them back. I got you anyway. Or it is what it is. But that shit ain't fair to motherfuckers. Like, how many players you had to get back last night, Rob?
I just had to get a guard back, but that shit bugged me because I'm like, all right, that was one thing I had to attack in the draft was a lineman. Because I had that guard, he was still young.
Right.
Sure enough, D West came, swooped in, so I had to cut him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got a tackle behind that, but still, it's just like, if I ain't have to, I wasn't going to type.
Right.
It could have been something else.
Right. And the whole thing is, look, that's how you attack your offseason. I need an offensive lineman, but if I can get it in a free agency, I'm getting it there, and I don't got to attack that in the draft. And then all of a sudden, you get that guy, and then you got to give him the fuck back to somebody. And look, did you get anything from doing that? Did I hook you up with anything?
Oh, not at all.
So like this shit, like it's we gotta know this. Guys are gonna take advantage all the time, bro. Guys are gonna take my kindness for weakness. You got a bunch of niggas think I'm stupid. I don't be on point with shit, all types of shit. Like I get it, man. In competition, somehow, some way, things always start to happen. Shit pops up. Niggas get distracted from having fun. And then, what I mean? Then we start getting all types of bullshit. Conspiracy theories. Here's the conspiracy theory. Is Corey telling the truth about his players? Right? Look, now we in a court of law. Why is he worrying about a 29-year-old? He really tried to sign a 29-year-old back that he got dropped the very next year. You get what I'm saying, Rob? Like, now we got conspiracy theory going on. You know what I mean? I don't got time for that shit, bro. Like, I literally damn near do anything for anybody on this game, bro. Like, don't put that type of stress on me. I don't need it. You got a guy that literally built this team off of free agency the first year he got in this bitch. So he tearing free agency up. He paying attention to all that shit and you all over it. He tearing that shit. I don't know how he make it work. That's on him. I mean, I don't even look at free agency at all. I don't even go into free agency and say I need a player. I don't give a fuck about free agency. Only thing I care about is if one of my niggas that I need that I sign hit free agency, I want him back. Simple as that. But if I sign them, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about free agency. I build my team through the draft. I don't trade for people's players, barely, unless it's a drafted player. You see me do my trades right after the draft. I want to build my team that way, my way, right? And Hoodie attacks the free agency, he tears that shit up. He's been tearing it up since he's been in this league. And then he does what he always do, and then niggas is Falk in his ear. Yo, I need King James back, and then I gotta vouch for that. Then I got Los hitting me, yo, what's up with this Verdell shit? And I'm trying to explain it, and he don't give a fuck what I'm saying. I'm lying all of a sudden because the moment something don't go somebody's way, they forget who I am to them, or who I will be for them, and it's fuck me. Oh, you lying, fuck out of here. Now I'm not saying. I mean, I am saying that's exactly the attitude I got from him. But he let it go. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll give it back, bro. Don't worry about it. And I'm telling him flat out, don't worry about it. If you need a running back, bro, I got you. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. And all I want y'all to do is have fun and play the game, bro. We don't need all this extra stress. And through competition, we gonna argue. We gonna guys gonna be in DM, starting trouble, all types of shit. It's gonna be all types of shit going on. New guys you barely like become your buddy, especially if they it's all types of shit that go on. But at the end of the day, we still have fun. We human beings. We all enjoying ourselves, or else niggas wouldn't be here. Right? Why would you play in the league if you ain't enjoying yourself? So I know we all enjoying ourselves, and that's the one thing I can hang my hat on. Everybody's having fun because the majority of you guys are still here. And that's all I care about. Like, the best thing for me is Hoodie's back. You feel me? Like, if there's one person, that left the league that came back that I'm glad is back, is him. That I'm like, damn, I'm glad you back. You started this shit with me. I'm glad you back, right? Simple as that, right? And then, and I want, we got guys like Young Camden and Foe. They invested, bro. They invested in the league. And they don't always see things the way I see it, or, people around me see things. But they invested. At the end of the day, they invested, and they show, loyalty, and, that they ain't here to play. They want to play in a league where they can play a game every day and enjoy themselves. Yo, there's a lot of niggas that got signed back. Oh my god,
bro,
thank God it ain't no
bro.
salary cap shit.
Hey, look, hey, look, Golden Child's in that motherfucker. Zamir's in that motherfucker.
All them niggas in that motherfucker. Bro, now you see why I always trade players. God. I don't even let them get there. Some of these players I would have been trading if we had a salary cap. They'd have been traded already, and I wouldn't better. This is why I'd be like, yo, I gotta start the gel process over. That's why I'm always starting 5 new niggas every year because of that. You can't build a dominant team like that and keep those players. And sooner or later you're gonna run out of fucking money. You're gonna run it out of it. Thank God we ran out of it when they turned that shit off. It's the only positive.
That nigga Golden Child won 276. Boy.
Let them niggas go. Let's talk about the diaper Dandies in this year's draft right now.
Doolittle was definitely about to hit the free agency.
Doolittle. You still worrying about a Doolittle?
That's what I'm saying. He wanted,
yeah, before the salary happened.
He wanted 200 and something million. He was out of here. He was gone.
Somebody quarterback asked for 400 on some Patrick Mahomes shit.
He was out of here.
That 400 shit, you got walk, my boy.
I'd have been cut. Yeah, go ahead. See you later, nigga. I'd have franchised him for 2 years until I found me a quarterback. Look,
fuck that franchise since he gone.
Right. Thinking about quarterbacks though, we had some really good quarterbacks in this draft, right? But we had some quarterbacks slide. Did we expect that, Hitter? That some guys will slide?
No, not like they slid.
Yeah. How about Arch Manning, bro?
Shit, pick 31? I didn't see that at all.
That's crazy. He fell all the way down.
Well, see, this is the problem. I thought he was going to Chicago, to be honest with you. I said, if he don't go within like the top 15 picks, he going to motherfucking, if he don't go in the top 15 picks, he going to go to the Bears.
Nah, they wanted a corner.
He went and got a corner. Well, the problem was I saw Justin Fields in free agency, and I'm like, yep, he definitely going to the Bears. And no salary, he comes back in and get his player. The funny part is nobody even made an attempt to go get Justin Fields. Left him right there. It said check transaction. I don't think he cut them either. Who you talking about? Corey still?
Max. No, he's talking about Max.
Max got a lot of players in free agency right now. Oh nah, bro. It's the game is glitching. What he was doing was signing a whole bunch of 30-year-olds so we could take the superstars off of him and then put them back in free agency. I was doing it last night too. I was doing it at the same time I was trying to fix why I only had 2 guys showing for X Factors. So I was trying to fix that as well. But I was doing it too. I was signing older guys and then drop them down to normal and put them back in free agency. But I was doing it one at a time. He fucking signed like 100 motherfuckers at one time to try to get it over with. And they keep registering that he got, they're not even on his roster anymore. Like, watch this. Remember, ain't that what he was talking about today, right, Rob?
Yeah.
We talking about that shit today. He was sketching over that shit today. And I was like, well, I don't think
he thought the season was over. He thought he had to cut 11 of his dudes.
Dropping the 30-year-olds.
So you're not going to see not one of those names still on his roster that he signed. Yeah, but it's the transaction still a show. They don't disappear that fast. Like none of those players right now. If he was on and he was broadcasting, it would say he needs to cut. How many people he said earlier? It was saying Rob.
Shit, first it was like 40 something, then it was like 11. Yeah,
11 players. He got to cut.
Yeah. Where he thought he was going to have to fucking operate with a 42-man roster because he thought he had to cut 11 of his players.
Thought he had to cut 11 of his own players, right? Yeah. So like none of those players are on his team anymore. Like none of them there. But it's still registering as they still there, right? But he cut them all, and all of them got dropped down to normals. That's why I said in the chat today when I gored it, if you got 30-year-olds on your team that still got abilities, they're getting dropped. You can keep one that can be on Superstar, right? But don't cut them because you know we're gonna come through and drop them. Let me cut them off. Let me drop them first, right? It's my player too. It's my player at safety. No, he ain't. Where the fuck is my player go? Oh wow, he right. Hold on, it's my player too. His kick 99 overalls in free agency. Is my player? Oh, he's gonna be sick. Is my player sitting in free agency?
You sure?
Yeah, I don't see Nigel on here. Where you see Nigel at? Wow, cause he moved him to safety. We just remember we was going over that today with him. Look, yep. Oh, is he sitting in free agency? Is he in free agency?
About to look right now. He ain't there.
No, he ain't there.
Man, nobody told him to sign 100 motherfuckers anyway. God damn.
He definitely not there.
Nah, he
Somebody
said, nah,
sweep
hoodie
they.
on it, hoodie on it. He said they're in free agency.
Shit. I don't see him.
Wow, he gonna be sick. I thought he was gonna be safe, bro. He gonna be sick. Oh
I
Lord,
see it.
you see him?
I got Nigel Thomas on my team.
Oh, you picked him up already. You're an asshole. Make sure you hold him for him. But see, the problem is right here, like we gotta go through. You can't assign this kicker and release them after I seen that. Good looks, hoodie. Appreciate you. A lot of these guys, guys still was running around. All these guys was running. It was so many guys that was 30 years old or older that still had abilities. And if you want breakout messages, you got to drop these guys, right? If you want them rookies on your team to break out, you got to get rid of some of these guys. So Max was doing that for us. I didn't need him to fucking sign 55 fucking players and do it that way when we could have just went through the team and then did it, individually. Because what happens is those older guys start to leave free agency anyway. They get cut off the game anyway. So,
Oh yeah,
so yeah.
something ain't right. This thing only got 4 wide receivers.
Who, Max?
Yeah.
Nah, he only got 4 wide receivers. Motherfucker, he traded Isaac Cannon.
Okay.
Remember he traded Isaac Cannon and motherfucking cornerback Gilmore to get to the 11th pick.
Okay.
So I think that's right. I think
That's
he should
right.
have
Okay.
5 at the most.
Yeah, that's
It should
4.
be Pooh
Pooh,
Hanna, Velus
Bellis,
Jones,
Burton,
Burton,
and Dotton.
yeah, Dotton, you said?
Yeah, his
Oh, so he
rookie.
missing he missing the Pittman. He missing Pittman.
Okay.
See if he in free agency.
Better leave your man at home.
Good looks, hoodie. Good looks, bro. Boy, oh my God. I do not feel like making players for niggas, bro. Come on. Yeah, that's what happened with the salary shit, though, man. So whatever one of you fuck ass niggas did that shit, good looks. Thanks. Appreciate you for it. All right, let's get to the rookies, man. Let's talk about the quarterbacks first. See where they went at.
Oh no, Michael Pittman on his practice squad.
That's weird. I want to know how Galvatron got a negative next to him, like he ain't up. I don't know, because he didn't make a tackle or some shit. Like I ain't just put up 76 on the motherfucking team I play with. How the fuck
My
you
whole
got
team
negative?
negative after week 1.
Fast as hell. They on some bullshit. They trying to drop niggas fast. Oh yeah, right here we want quarterbacks. That's what we want. The young gunners.
41 point shalopping.
All right, so Quentin Ewers is. Did he start him? You played him?
Who? No.
He
He
didn't play him.
came in for 2 plays. Nope.
All right. Now this was the number 1 quarterback on the board, not overall graded number 1 quarterback, but he was the number 1 quarterback on the board. Quentin Ewers. All right, and then you had 3 guys, two guys from the 2023 class I brought out kind of a little early. They was really supposed to come out next year, but I brought them out early. Now, Quentin Ewers was the first quarterback on the board, and he's a big time name in this league. Foe had him last year and played with him really well. I think he even traded him to young Camden at one point. But if you know the story of Quentin Ewers, from Texas, went to Ohio State, transferred out because C.J. Stroud the man over there, and they even got what's the kid over there that's there now? He's in the league right now too. I made him last year. He played with Marvin Harrison and Jeremiah Trotter in high school. They all from New Jersey. I can't remember his name anyway. But anyway, Ewers went to Ohio State and then got an NIL deal and transferred to Texas. But he reclassified too. So he was really wasn't supposed to come out when he came out. He went back in and came out a year earlier than he was expected to. And he's a dog. And I thought for sure, I thought him, Arch Manning. We knew Jalen Monroe was going to get drafted because of his speed. We knew he would be a first round pick. because of the speed and everything lined up the right way. I just didn't expect Quentin Ewers to drop, bro. Like we seen
Fourth
Archie,
round.
he dropped all the way to the fourth round. Oh my god, fourth round, pick 11. This is a fucking steal. It's a steal pick, and if I'm him, he's going to develop fast for him because he was supposed to go in the first round. He was the actually the #1 player on the board. He was definitely supposed to go in the first round. So, in Madden's eyes, they expected him to be the first quarterback off the board. All right, so now the Lions got him, and you see, you know, they do got a crowd out. They still got Mitch Stockton over there. They got a guy over there. They got some guys over there already that's still young too. But I think Quentin Ewers eventually is going to take the starting job over there. Now, again, you played him week 1. Is the sense is that this guy will be the starter before the season's over with, or you think he?
I don't know, not the way Mitchell Stockton played today. He was playing for his life, and he's still alive.
Right. Now the Patriots drafted Connor Wegman, and he was upset. The fucking game drafted 2 quarterbacks for me. What the fuck? But here's what I'm gonna say. First of all, if he drafted, I don't think he would have waited. He wouldn't have got a quarterback as early as they got it. But they got 2 of the top quarterbacks, Cade Klubnik from Clemson, and they also got Connor Wegman from Texas A&M. Both of these guys will be. I'm telling you right now, DJ Uiagalelei is not safe in Clemson with Klubnik on over there. He balled out in the spring game. He's on campus with him right now, and if DJ don't turn it around, he won't be the starting quarterback for Clemson at all. But Connor Wegman comes in day 1 as the starter for Texas. He played in the spring game too. He is in the competition right now with the guy that played last year that beat Alabama. But I think Wegman's the better player, dual threat and everything. So, and now I think Nano's not in a bad situation. You're moving on from Freaky Freddy. You do got 2 quarterbacks that you can figure out. Worst case scenario, man, one's a backup, one's a starter, but you're gonna be safe with 2 really good quarterbacks right here. Really good quarterbacks. And I think Wegman going to take that starting job over Kubik. Do you think I'm only saying that, Hitter, because the difference right now? You see 89 speed, 89 excel versus 87, 91. Who starts for Nano?
Foot speed shouldn't be an issue because if you put it on the right upgrade, he can get faster. Either one of them can get faster.
Exactly. They both, 95 throw power, 96 throw power. They both, looks like Wegman's a little better in the short, medium, and deep accuracy range. Well, short and medium as far as deep though. Nah, they the same. I'm looking at the wrong quarterback. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Ty Simpson. And in the ideal world, if this was, if we started the league over, these guys are starting quarterbacks this year right away. They coming in. A couple of them gonna sit for a year and then take over their job. But because we, kept the same league, a lot of guys didn't need quarterbacks, right? So some of these guys that are starters will be good backups, and injuries are on for the most part. So somebody's gonna need a backup to play for them eventually. Like I hope it ain't me, but somebody's gonna need it. So Ewers goes in the 4th round, you said?
Yeah, 4th round, pick 11, I think.
All right, so these are the first round graded quarterbacks. Connor Wegman, he goes in the 2nd round. I think he goes in the 3rd round. He's the 3rd round pick. And that's what's going to happen at the quarterback position. Like, it's going to be dog quarterbacks coming out. But again, got everybody pretty much set in the quarterback room right now. So, a lot of these guys going to fall. So I don't consider this a complete drop. You kind of seen it, but when you look at the quarterbacks, the next story to really talk about right on here is the Arch Manning effect right now. Now, there's not a person in this league that can sit here and tell me that they expect the Arch Manning to go pick 31 in this year's draft. I thought somebody that didn't need a quarterback was going to make him their starting quarterback. That's the first thing I thought. And then I saw who probably could use a quarterback. I thought, Justin Fields is up there in age at this point right now. I thought that the Bears would get him, and they went corner. So let me ask you this: do you think they made the right decision?
Shit. I don't know. It's too early to tell. They lost that first game first week, but I didn't see the game, so I couldn't really
Right.
tell you.
My thing is, eventually you got to look at, those guys. Look at a guy like Waddle. What he's like 31, 32 now. So he came in the same class as Justin Fields. So he up there in age as well. You got to look for their replacement. I thought the Bears missed. He had an opportunity to draft a quarterback that literally could, if it was, it was certain teams in the top 10, that definitely didn't need quarterbacks, right? Because of that. But I thought, let me ask you this: I thought the Dolphins could have picked Arch Manning as well, or even a Milroy, but he wanted to get away from the fast quarterbacks. Now, Arch Manning ran a 4.5. That's what they got him clocked in right now. So he's coming in the league. He's fast. Obviously, he's not going to be that fast in real life in the game and making all that. But he is an athlete. He's not a dual threat quarterback. He's a pure pocket passer, but he is an athlete. He can run. Um, he's not the Peyton Manning and Eli statues that play with their brains. He played with his brains and his athleticness, like his dad did at Ole Miss as a receiver. So you getting a guy that got good speed already. How do you feel about him going to the Jets and Coach Brian?
I think the Jets had an excellent draft, so I'm not mad at it.
They had an excellent draft, bro. Excellent draft, bro. Excellent draft. I mean, could you say this is, at the quarterback position, this might have been a steal, or the fact that Falk came down to the pick 3 to get the guy that, in my opinion, is the best quarterback in the 23 draft class, Nicholas. Nico, he came down from playoff spot all the way down to 3 to get this guy. Which one is a more impressive still to you? Arch Manning going 31, or the Cardinals coming down from a playoff pick to get Nico at 3?
Oh, definitely Arch at 31.
What do you think, Rob? I guarantee you, Rob ass fell the fuck to sleep.
Arch Manning at 31.
Arch Manning at 31. I mean, I think Nico is, I think Nico is at the right, it's almost like the Shador Sanders going to the Broncos. Those guys can play with good quarterback. They're going to be able to make it happen. Nico, but he's in a situation where he has to make it happen because they literally was fed up with Kyler Murray all last year. They wanted to get to the draft in the worst way. They wanted to go get their guy. And when he moved up to 3, let me ask you this: I don't think anybody outside of me and you felt that he wasn't going Nico, right?
Oh, I knew it.
I knew he was going Nico too.
Yeah, if he was there, he was gone.
But my thing is, from anybody else that didn't have the inside scoop on him, or had this guy highlights playing for the whole year, and we was mesmerized by watching his film all crazy. It was like, oh my God, this guy a fucking animal. I do think because Arch Manning's name is who he is, he's the number 1 quarterback in the 2022 class. But he's the pure number 1 quarterback in that class. And we left 4 other quarterbacks out of that draft. They're coming out next year. Malachi Nelson, you could argue he's one of he could be a top quarterback in that draft. The kid from Martin Luther, out there in Michigan, that kid King, I think his last name was. We got some guys coming out, but Nico, man, go watch his highlight. If any of y'all don't know about this kid, go watch his highlight. He made a commitment to Tennessee, man, and I think he's gonna bring Tennessee back. I'm telling you right now. What about the Panthers drafting Jalen Milroy? We knew this quarterback will go early and will go in the first round, period, because his scrambling and speed, his running ability. Do you like this pick for the Panthers, though?
Yeah, I think it was a good location for him.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why he got negatives next to him already. He must have lost his game. But this is a good situation for him. But look, they got a powerful run game over there. And now they got a quarterback that can run the ball in situations where there's nothing open on the field. I do think he got to play this kid. I mean, if McCoy's paying attention, man, you have to cut the field in half with this kid. You gotta, I will call a lot of plays from under center, play actions, things like that to roll him out. and make it easy for him. Make your passing game easy. You know, check down to the running back. You know, second level, have a deep shot, mid range, and a check down. And if they ain't there, get your Rob on, pew, or your D West on, pew, or your hit on, pew, or your AntHits on. The fuck up out of there. But you can make it easy, bro. You can literally make it easy for yourself because you cut the field in half. You ain't worrying about trying to, you know, have a quarterback to cerebral to just be throwing the ball around the park.
You got the wide receivers for it. Mm-hmm.
Now that was the one question I had with the Panthers. I didn't know who their wide receivers was. I know I played them last year. That was the problem. I didn't feel threatened by any of those receivers. And we played a good game. He actually played tight. We played a really good game. That corner he had 3 picks in that game. But at receivers, I knew my corners and DBs matched up with them. You saying they got good receivers over there?
Yeah, they got the track team to go with the type of offense I think he should be running. Yeah.
The question is he gonna? Is he? See, it goes this way. You got a quarterback that's gonna turn around and hand the ball off 30 times a game, and you know, here and there make some shit happen, or you can transcend your offense and take it to another level with a quarterback like this. And it's all about if the offensive coordinator can get this guy, you know, and put him in their system and make something happen out of that system. I think this is a good pick. I think it's a great pick. We knew he was going in the first round. Flat out knew he was going in the first round. Just didn't know where. What team you can look at right now? Let's go. Let's do this. What teams you can look at right now that missed out? You know, had first round picks that maybe should have got a quarterback. Now look, getting Justin Fields back don't kill the Bears, right? Why? Because we're not going to drop any quarterbacks, age wise, no matter. Linemen and quarterbacks get to keep their abilities no matter what, right? Unless they're on your bench and you're not playing them no more, you know, and you already, you know what I mean? Like in that sense, then we want to figure it out. But he got Justin Fields back, especially when I thought he was in free agency. He signed him back, right? Did they miss an opportunity? That's my question here. Did the Bears miss the opportunity?
Oh, definitely missed the opportunity to bring in somebody they can build and have for the next few seasons. That's young. That's not going to decrease every off season.
Right.
And you have to build them back up.
You had Arch Manning who's sitting on a 92, 93 coming out of this draft. All you had to do was motherfucking unlock him right with your staff points, and there's a wrap. He's ready to go right now. All your boxes available. Like, I don't understand how he didn't see that. Like, I mean, it's Arch Manning or you get a cornerback that, to me, in my opinion, you could have got in the second round, third round, all that. Now, don't get it fucked up. Prophet Brown, 6 foot, superstar, 96 speed, 96 excel. But to me, he's still a project. 77 man, 80 zone. He's still a project, in my opinion. If he wasn't getting that guy, I think he could have got, you know, a cornerback at any point in this draft. Like, he could have got one in the third. It was deep. The receivers and cornerback position are the deepest positions in our draft. So you can always full circle back around this. You might not get the corner you wanted, but you can get a corner like him. Like, Hitter, do you feel like you won and you picked the corner in the what round? Fourth round, and got a guy that is better than what he got right there. I just think you can't pass up on a guy like that, like an Arch Manning, in a situation where that's probably the one position you could have used it at. But you can't be mad at his decision making and why he went that way. And the only reason I'm talking about him and linking him to Arch Manning is because he, you know, all year last year when we talked, that's all he talked about was quarterback. I need a quarterback. I need a quarterback. And I'm like, well, this draft is loaded with quarterbacks. Get one. Never addressed that situation. The Bengals, they dealing with Malik Willis. The Bills got the best fucking deep throwing quarterback in the league. Here you go, right here. This is the guy I'm talking about. Kyle McCord from Ohio State. This is the reason why Ewers didn't stay there. All right. Broncos got Shador. Browns got Matt Corral. I think the Browns settled them back on Matt Corral. He wasn't comfortable with him. He didn't really like him at one point, and then, you know, he was able to get an upgrade to X Factor. And then it changed this whole thought process about him. So I don't think they needed to waste, you know, on quarterback. But what I would not think they needed to do is go receiver in the first round. I don't know if they did or not. I'm not going to chase their first round pick. I'm just going to look and see if anybody came out at the receiver position. No. All right, so cool, they did. All right, so they're going to ride it out with Matt Corral, which is understandable. They already, made their switch at quarterback. Now, Jerry Bradshaw, the Bucks. We all know the Bucks was going after Arch Manning when he saw him fall. When Arch started to slide, and we started to get to pick 32, and now we at pick 28, pick 27. It was damn near possible that he could have sat at 32 and not moved and got one of the biggest steals in the draft, and Arch Manning. And the Jets said, "Not so fast, my friend, with my pick."
Gotta be quicker than that.
You gotta be quicker than that. You want this dollar? Come get the dollar. You want the dollar? Get the dollar. Get the dollar. Get the dollar. Now, if I'm Craig, I'm not mad because I like Ty Simpson, right? Or you make a move. So there's some quarterbacks that's still young enough, sitting in this league, that's not on a team that's not playing for a team that you can go trade for and all that shit too. Or you just wait it out. I mean, your quarterback is, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. That just turned 30 years old. It's not a big deal that he didn't get him, but that was a still pick. Like, goddamn, Arch is falling. He's gonna fall to me. You have to know how I feel when you like, all right, I got 3 picks in front of me. Hope these guys don't get my guy. Hope you don't get my guy. And then your guy lands to you, and you like, yes, I won, right? That's the feeling Craig had to have, bro. Like, oh my God, he about to fall to me. And then out of nowhere, the Jets pop up.
Swooped in like a thief in the night.
He had a great fucking draft, bro. The Jets had a great draft, bro. They had a really good draft. Like, really good draft. So, and then now, Peter, my question is, you got Jaden that went to the Panthers, Arch that goes to the Jets, um, Ewers, we don't know if he's gonna start yet. Nico, at the Cardinals. Who are we expecting to have, a great year out of those quarterbacks that went in the first round?
Definitely Nico.
Nico, okay.
Ewers surprisingly, if he get on the field, but I mean, it's kind of hard to walk away from Mitchell Stockton. I can understand that if he does redshirt him. Dang, he also got Chris Montgomery. Who else is out there? Who else is?
Like Nico already a day one starter. Archie's a day one starter. Jalen Milroy is a day one starter, right? I think.
Oh yeah, Milroy, definitely Milroy. He had a great outing. I think he was like 70% on his first day.
Okay. And he could be a player that can literally transform that Panthers offense. That's why I'm saying, like, yeah, Nico's the obvious because he went to fall cool, but I think McCoy with the dual threat he grabbed can transcend his offense. It can change it. It can really make it, like when you got a strong run game as it is already. If you can get 65 to 70% out of your quarterback all year long with that type of speed on the ground, and he could rush for somewhere between 700 yards for him. I mean, that's a dynamic that's kind of impossible to deal with, bro, because it's hard to stop him as a runner already. You got another
Connor Wegman was 100% on handoffs.
Yeah, he turned around and gave the ball.
He was 40 for 40.
Got 100% on handoffs.
Oh my God, did he throw a pass?
He had a perfect QB rating.
Oh shit, yeah. How many passes he threw?
He didn't throw no passes.
He was just chilling, handing the ball off.
Yeah.
Is he even starting, or Cade Klubnik is the starter over there?
Klubnik definitely not playing. He has no snaps.
Well, I mean, the story is telling itself at the end of the day, right? The story is telling itself. We can't hide deny. She better stop putting fucking dog food in the refrigerator. Throw that shit away when it's done.
Fab Freddy was the starter, but
now look, did they need to? Let me ask you this: is the Patriots making the right move? Freaky Freddy just took them to the AFC Championship this year. Was that the right move? What was the purpose of them needing a quarterback right now?
Panic mode. One the monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, yep, yes, sir. You gotta, and he can't take offense to that because that's exactly what the fuck it was. Monkey see, monkey do. We said the same thing about Max. The difference is Max making it work with Bryce Young right now. He, best quarterback in the NFC last year. Even though I know you think Bradshaw and Jeff Sims and DT had something to say about that, but yes, he won the award. Nano, in my opinion, Freaky Freddy was playing good football. Now, my advice to him was you got everything you need. At this point, we all loaded, so anything we get is really, not too many guys need starters. You play if you get a guy in these drafts now, you just want to play with him. Like, look, your first round pick, your first two picks, in your opinion, has to be starters, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But in real reality, there's no way they should be seeing the field.
Right. But you could put them on the field and force them, and we all can do that, right? But my thing is like Nano didn't. Nano could have drafted that quarterback, but Freaky Freddy should still be on that roster and still be the captain of the ship right now. It's no way after he got him back to an AFC Championship game that he gets benched right now, and because he transcends their passing game. Like you're not just. I mean, the Patriots is always known as a runner, but he threw the ball really well last year. He started to take those strides that we've been waiting for as a passer. I mean, his receiver Bo Lynn has been up there as a top receiver and stat wise just lately too. So Freaky Freddy was taking the steps he needed to take. I don't think you sit him down, even right now. Is he still on his roster?
Oh, Freaky Freddy?
Yeah.
No, yeah, he was a starter week 1.
Okay, yeah. So don't. Yeah, he did it right then. So you start Freaky Freddy, and you let his freaky ass be the starting quarterback, and you develop one of those guys are going to end up taking over for him, but just not yet, not right this second, not yet. You don't let him take over for him, not at all. Let me ask you this: is there a team in the league that can use a quarterback right now for the next 2 years? Like is Kyler Murray's career over, or can somebody get a Kyler Murray?
So he can definitely be used somewhere. I wouldn't base my offense around it.
Let me ask you like this: if you're a team that's built and you just need that quarterback, like that, on some Tom Brady shit, Tampa Bay, to come over here and win us a Super Bowl, or come over here and get us in the playoffs like that. I know y'all don't want me to say this, but like, would
I would bring
you
him in.
would you have a problem? Like, as the team I'm thinking of are the Cowboys. What does
Yeah,
Kyler Murray do for them?
See, that's the type of offense you run.
I know, but what could Kyler do for them though? It's no different than what McCoy did in the draft. You don't see it?
No, because he already got Sidney Cate, and it's really not.
I'm just saying, I know the guy been trying to get rid of Sidney Cate for the last 3 seasons, looking for a quarterback. So why not go get a veteran like Kyler Murray who has the speed you want?
He already has a veteran. That's what I'm saying. Sidney Cate's 30.
But Sidney Cate is ass. Like, that's not sugarcoated. That nigga ass, bro. Sidney Cate ain't getting that Cowboy team to the playoffs. It's the running back getting that team to the playoffs, and surprisingly, the defense. I think Kyler Murray gives him a different look, bro. I know you might like, I don't know, Sidney Cate can do the same thing. Nah.
Yeah.
The problem is, would you pull the trigger for that though? Because you're looking at a guy that he's up there in age, so you're not really invested completely in him. But maybe you can go get a Kyler Murray and hold you down for the next 2 seasons until you get to draft the quarterback that you actually want. I just think some guys, like where you got guys getting rid of quarterbacks too early, he's not one of them. He need to get rid of Sidney Cate. Sidney Cate is fucking terrible. And he's still left-handed.
Nah, he right.
Fucking terrible. The nigga that had him fucked his whole career up. We talked about him year 1 when he got drafted. After that, it was like, God damn, 100 picks though? Really? All right, he gets some talent around him, he's gonna be all right. Year 2, 60 picks? Man. Snake picked him up, had that one season with him, and after that, he couldn't do shit else with that motherfucker. Look, y'all both play him twice a season right now. Would you be more worried about him passing the ball with a Kyler Murray in the building or Sidney Cate? Answer that question.
Neither.
His ass neither. This is why niggas be in DMs and arguing all day long all the time,
No,
man.
I
Them
just
niggas
it's nothing to do with it's the type of offense he runs, you know.
right,
So if
right.
he do throw the ball, he's going to get the same results whether it's Sidney Cake
So you saying he
or
not a
Kyler
passer,
Murray.
so it don't matter what course. But that's the
Yeah,
truth, yo. Some
yeah,
of these guys keep
yeah,
getting quarterbacks and same thing. It ain't the
yeah.
quarterback, it's you. That's the first thing we gonna
So
say.
yeah,
So
so
is
that's
that
just
what
the
you
same
saying? It
thing
ain't the
if
quarterback.
Kyler Murray went to New England. It's the same effect.
I think Nano should go get Kyler Murray
You
for
come in the
shits and
game,
giggles.
you planning on stopping their run, so you know you're gonna get thrown on, and because you preparing to play the run.
Right.
If he do throw the ball, the dude's gonna be wide open.
My thing is this though, but most players, some of these players that was built and had successful careers, and I'm not saying he could do the same thing Falk did with him, right? We don't expect that. But if you don't think Nano couldn't benefit or Snake couldn't benefit from a Kyler Murray as their starting quarterback for the next 2 years, if anything, you want to get rid of Freaky Freddy, that's the way to go. Go get Kyler and motherfucking ride Kyler's ways until one of those backups you just drafted are ready to go. I don't know. I just think Dan Marino's still sitting in the league. Elijah Manning's still sitting in the league. I mean, you got dog ass quarterbacks that for 3 seasons, 4 seasons in a row, niggas is bragging about them. Yo, best quarterback in the league that don't play no more. Not because they can't play, it's because niggas moved on from them. There's nobody in this league that can benefit from a guy from those guys.
They come get Doolittle.
Icky Jocelyn Doolittle.
they come get
Nobody got
Doolittle.
Donna Doolittle, boy.
Keep trying to sell Doolittle. No
6'4"
sir.
shorty. He taller than all them niggas, man.
Man. All right, so let's get back to the NFL for a second. Let's go to the next position in the running back position real fast. um, Surprisingly, we saw running backs go in the first round this year. Again, I didn't expect it, and it wasn't a lot. I didn't expect it. And in fact, I can't even put my hands on who actually went one. I mean, who went in the first round. Evan Pryor. Um, all right.
We know Evan Pryor went early. Noah Kane was second round.
Yeah, Noah Kane won the second round.
Seven
All right.
McGee was fourth round.
So obviously this was Hoodie's first overall pick. So let's talk about this. When you got danger, now unless you moving danger to the receiver, which I doubt because he just took 12 receivers out of free agency. So he don't need no receivers. And I'm quite sure he drafted another 4. So he don't need
Yeah.
receivers, right? Where does and
Evan,
let's talk. Where does
Pryor went
Evan Pryor
24.
fit in it, huh?
He went number 24.
Yeah, he went number 24 overall. He saw him as a
Yeah,
first round pick. So where does
yeah.
outside of him having, jets on the back of his ass, where does he fit? Like, why is that? Why was that, the pick for Hoodie? He's going to answer it if he's still watching right now, but I want us to talk
Oh
about
shit.
this. I want to know
Oh,
why was this a good. Let's look at the running back room over here, first of all.
oh, he's the same as Danger. Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. Like, in my opinion, he picked him because of speed. Flat out. I'm getting that speed, right? I don't know if he could have went anywhere in this draft at 24 and did anything he wanted. But look what he's dealing with. First of all, is this who I think it is? Hold up, like you niggas gotta be fucking shitting me. Yup. Yo, bro, how y'all just like first like I don't get it, bro. Like this motherfucker got 2 football teams. Like he can split Buffalo Bills East, Buffalo Bills West right now if he wanted to.
And whoop your ass for
How?
both.
Look, I've been talking about this all year. I said, look, Springs is the guy over there, but the Texans got a back that was the #1 running back in the last real draft. I mean, last Game of Thrones draft. That's sitting on the roster waiting, and now he is now in a Buffalo Bill. So again, tell me why Evan Pryor makes sense. I'm waiting.
um, the rich getting richer.
Man, that's just stockpiling, bro.
I mean, yeah, that's the same thing. Stockpiling, rich getting richer.
Yeah, but look, it's smart stockpiling, right? Because look at it. Evan Pryor 198, and then Milton is 220. So and then you look at so is Whitfield 222. So you
and
got
Danger's 198.
yeah. So you got your power backs and you got your guys, right? But I'm just saying, like, I mean, my backfield look like this in a sense too. I got 4 running backs over there. One is only a punt returner. He never played running back for me. And the other 3, you got Casey getting old, and then I just traded for Noah Kane.
I got 1 truck and 2 Mini Coopers.
All right, so Milton leaving. That leaves you with Danger, who's only 25. You just got Whitfield out of free agency. I don't know how the fuck the Texans let him go. I have no idea how he didn't sign this guy. Like, I mean, did he not look at Springs at 29 years old? You get what I'm saying, Hitter?
Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying.
How do you let that go? You ain't even like the Texans were straight at running back for the next 7 seasons. He did not have to worry about it. He got to worry about it now.
Springs is causing problems, and he just forgot about everybody else.
Like, oh man, Springs, because he was talking that Springs the best running back in the league. Fuck that. And the guy that you could have continued to say that story with was Whitfield, sitting right there. And now that guy is sitting in Buffalo right now. So Milton can walk. He can even walk Danger out the building if he wanted to, and he's too deep at running back. Yeah, guy. Yep, he played with injuries. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, goddamn. Well, the fucking Jamaican bobsled team.
Oh, so it ain't your fault, it's ours. He said he wasn't on to cut his roster down to 53 and they let him go. Wow.
Oh.
Hold up, man. Bear with me, fellas.
Well, he wasn't here at the end of the draft.
Wow. So right now, if he was bitching, Hoodie would be like, man, I quit. I ain't giving nobody for all these motherfuckers come out. he tore that shit up, bro. Oh my.
You know what? I need my player back.
He caught that later on. Jesus Christ. Where that shit at, yo? I'm looking for it. I think about injuries. Did we advance? I just advanced already, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, we too.
Injuries gotta go back on. So look, what we looking at? This right here. Come down here to
transaction.
No, right here, player overall cut restrictions. This is where we got a player overall cut restrictions. Prevent user teams from cutting players with overall ratings at or above the number recommended settings for multiple users. 90. All right, this is how we fix that from now on. Niggas ain't gonna be losing these players. That's what happened. I see what's happening. All right, well, you always get to fix shit, right? All you gotta do is do the research, talk about things. Podcast
I understand that because they cut Stokes off my team 3 times last season with me trying to get that trade.
Your roster cut down, right?
Well, I had a player I had to sign on my practice squad that was going for the penalty pick, and we didn't make the pick in time. And every advance he would get cut. Hoodie, they put him on Hoodie team, matter of fact, but Hoodie gave him back to me, no problems.
No, because Hoodie ain't gonna be on no bullshit unless he feel like it's some bullshit.
He didn't even know. He wasn't even aware that he was on his team. They had cut some players off his team and signed Stokes right out of free agency.
All right, Brandon, you know I got you, bro. I'm not gonna let you take that type of loss. It's fucked up.
Especially 99 speed.
Especially because you wasn't on to cut your rosters down too. All right, so that's another issue. All right, that's fine. We'll talk about it tomorrow. All right, B. But the rich get richer. I mean. Yeah, the problem with us, I don't like guys giving out 7-year deals because once we get to where we like the things we are, they start registering as 1 year. So then you don't know where the money went. So I recommend don't give nobody over a 5-year deal. Because they're gonna register under 1 year, and that the bulk of their contract is gonna show for 1 year, and you ain't gonna, your money ain't gonna be there. You know, where the fuck my
And then
money
they're
at?
gonna hit free agency.
Yep. Because when you give a 7-year deal out, it registers for 8 years for some reason. And once it does that, then it registers for 1 year. So then it look like guys don't got money, and they actually have money because they got 3 guys on their team that's showing that they getting $78 million in 1 year, when it was really supposed to be over 7 years. All right, so my bad, my fat ass eating. All right, so here we go. Managed rosters. I don't sound like Rob. Rob be making you like, come on, Rob, man, close your fucking mouth when you chew.
Swear to God, smacking for days.
Yes, sir. Smack a rocky.
Fat nigga energy.
Rob, you're smack
Fat
a
nigga
rocky.
energy. Shit.
Hoodie, I'm telling you right now, if I see a Baltimore Raven on your fucking roster, you cutting that motherfucker. It's bullshit. I don't know how the fuck you get everybody like that. Like, you just got
He be
radar,
on
boy.
it. He be on it.
Oh my God.
He be on it. I think he got a scout that be like, you know, such and such hit the block, right?
His phone go off every time a transaction happens.
Yeah.
His phone be snitching like niggas. Yo, bro, look at transaction. See? Told you.
Did you say you wanted somebody like that?
Told you. Look, there you go. See? Look at them niggas. Oh, my God. Look at transaction. He got right on. He don't even be home. He got a little baby robot hitting this shit for him. Yeah, nah, we don't recommend doing that shit. That shit like cheat, kind of gay, kind of cheating. We don't do that. Yeah, we know that, and believe me, guys do it because I don't check everything. We don't care unless it's brought up. But guys do it. Sign them to your practice squad, and cheap, you get your first round pick. Sign them to your practice squad. Get him cheap. Didn't Falk do some shit like that year one? Sign like 7 niggas to slave deals.
Yeah, but then you had to worry about getting them back at the end of the season. Because if you're not there for the last re-sign, guess what?
Right. You can, if he don't pop up, you fuck. Oh my God. Then a nigga like Hoodie got him.
What? He was in free agency.
You see all them fucking weapons you got talking about, yo, what about King? Nano traded for him? Nigga, you got 25 tight ends. You literally drafted the best tight end in the draft, the first real draft class. Or the fastest. Remember? Remember you drafted that nigga Jalen Woods or something like that? He probably still got him. The nigga that ran young Camden fucking whole defense over that 1 year when he said he was going to put 60. No disrespect. I'm not talking about the 65. I'm just saying that's how I remember the game. He got that fucking tight end. That trucked everybody. Where he at?
Oh yeah, he was out there doing the
From like Virginia, he big as hell. He ran a 4.6 or some shit like that. I don't know if I don't miss
out there doing the Brahim Cannon.
He right there, Jelani Woods. There you go, right there. Then he picks up Hudson Wolf. This nigga boy, he be tearing shit up. Where you at, Cuddy? We've been doing this shit since 17, Cuddy. Let's go. I hit it. This shit been going on since early, nigga. This ain't nothing new to us. Ain't not get it. We get to it. Boy, ain't nothing new to us. Where Hoodie at? You ain't going nowhere, nigga. We been doing this shit. Free agency I do because you never know what you're going to find. I bet.
He probably in the chat posting a meme right now.
This nigga found the best running back that didn't get a carry yet in this league. And he got his boy from Miami that he wanted to draft, but the Chargers blew his shit. He got him 3 years later.
This nigga still got the plastic on.
Right? This nigga, yo, his legs is there, coach. He ain't touched the ball all year. Like, he hasn't seen the ball for the four. Look at this receiver room, bro. Oh my god.
They gonna see garage cap. These
What
niggas
the
all
fuck?
garage cap, yeah.
Look at this shit, bro. Look at this
That's what I
receiver
told you.
room,
They
bro.
look like Jamaican
They
relay
got
team,
we
man.
are the Jamaican bobsled team.
Four by 100. These motherfuckers
Oh my god. They got the
out here
motherfucking
chasing
400
cheetahs all
relay
day.
race team over here. Y'all are flying. Oh my god. Mm-mm-mm. Look, drafted Chris Paul, stole this nigga. Drafted Marquise McLean, drafted Warren Newman, drafted Quadarius Davis, motherfucking stole this nigga. This is my guy. I drafted him. That's the guy that was in free agency. Oh my god. Then he drafted the boy from New Jersey. Oh my god, bro, this nigga crazy. Mm-mm-mm. He probably got 8 quarterbacks over there.
All green arrows.
All of them green arrows, ready to go. Braden Harrison and motherfucking Kyle McCord. There go my boy Kyle McCord right there. I show you how to do this, son. All right, so Evan Pryor. So back to the running back. He
Yeah,
got it.
look like
He got a speed burner. This is the fastest running back in the draft right here, Evan Pryor.
I think he was the only first round pick.
The only running back that went in the first round.
Yeah.
Pick 24.
I'm correct.
Did he touch the ball yet? Week 1. 11 carries, 49 yards, 3 touchdowns. You ready to bill him? 11 carries.
Like he was goal line.
So he had to
Red
play
zone.
with this guy. He had to play with him too. Let's see how many carries he got in his career. This is the best running back that didn't touch the field yet. 12 carries. He had 12 carries for 124 yards. It's about to be his hammer and nail right here. But that was in Houston. He did touch the ball. He touched the ball. 142. Yo, Rob, you still on?
I'm here, right here.
You sent Craig an invite?
Oh shit, hold on.
So he did touch the ball his 4 years in Houston. He did touch the ball. He had 142 attempts with Mark. 68 attempts and then 45 and 12. I don't know, man. He's a dog. Oh my god, I would love this running back right here. Hoodie, what you want for him? All right. So Pryor getting the ball, man. So they got a system going over here. He's getting use out of him. It is what it is, man. But let me ask you though, Hitter, do you like the pick? They went and got the fastest running back in the draft at pick 24.
I'm not mad at it. 24. That's a value pick.
Yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're right. At 24 is definitely a value pick. Like, you're not wrong at all about that.
88 overall. He come in the league at 88 overall.
Right away,
burning.
dog.
Yeah,
right
burning.
Dog.
Not that many people in the first round got a 88 overall player. Period. So to get one at 24, I'm definitely not mad at that.
Not at all. All right, so we're looking for running backs right now, man. Some of the top running backs in this draft. Let's see where they went. Let's go up to the age 20 and younger right now. So Corey Kiner. All right, so here we go. So they get them another running back though. Look, I ain't mad. They lost a running back. They picked up another one. He ain't that far off from what the other guy looked like from the mud.
90 truck.
Little mud cards. He got 90 truck, 90 break tackle at 5'9", 220. Little bowling ball ass nigga. So the Texans rebounded there. Then you got Aldrich Estein, 90 speed, 90 excel. He's another big back bruiser. 92 break tackles, 93 trucking. Brian Cardwell out of Oregon, another big back, 93 trucking, break tackles, 93 stiff arm. The same. Phil Maffa, Clemson. This is the guy. This was a super steal right here. As you can see, 95 break tackles. Oh shit, it's trucking wrong. So we gotta fix shit. Remind me to take care of
that. 62 look good to me.
Right, nah, he not. Ain't anybody supposed to be. You know that. Trucking 62, stiff arm 95. Yeah, that gotta get fixed. His overall gonna go up because of that too. What round you got him in? Never mind, I would have myself.
Third round. Yep. Third
Third
round, pick
round, all right.
32.
Good looks. I ain't gotta go all the way in here myself.
Yeah.
He hasn't touched the ball yet whatsoever in game one. Um, Another good running back, big power back, and you start looking at some of the special running backs they
Edmonds.
got.
Good God.
All right, Ep1, 94. Look, another big back, 247. This is a fucking monster running back
Good
right here.
gracious.
Are we looking at the McCoy running back? Remember when McCoy came out?
Yeah.
Boom Jackson, Casey
Yep.
Fields, those type of backs. Is that what we looking
Yeah.
at right here? Kamaro Edmonds from Grambling State.
Who that boy the Cowboys had that time?
That big ass 250-pound running back they had, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That he got a first round top 10 pick for it. He got a swap first round for him, bro. Oh my God. All right, so the Cardinals drafted Noah Cain and traded him to me for 2/3. And we get Noah Cain. We're loaded at the running back position, but Casey Fields is getting up there in age. We needed a back, 220. With this type I love Noah Cain. Noah Cain was one of my favorite running backs in college. Now, you know the Noah Cain story. He went to IMG. He was there with Trey Sanders. They were a two-headed monster in their backfield. Both of them was number 1 and 2 running backs in their draft class, 2018 or 19, I think it was, maybe 19. Noah went to Penn State. He was in a crowded backfield. Devin Ford, Noah Cain, and Journey Brown. And it was one more, I just can't remember his name right now. That's still there right now. I don't know why he transferred from Penn State to LSU this year. Because he played a whole lot. He was he was the starting running back over there. Like I don't get why he transferred, but he's one of my guys. One of the best running backs in this draft class for sure. And shout out to Falky for being able to pull that trigger with me. I appreciate you, my boy. Because we got our next Casey Fields the groom right here. Steve McGee goes to the Chicago Bears. Ball vision is not that good, so he had one cutback, 82 break tackle, 82 truck, and he's a project at 185 pounds. But here's the number one back in the draft, Emmanuel Henderson. Now, the question is, are you starting him? Will be the main question I will have here. They get the number one running back in the draft, and I don't even know if they got him in the first round.
Second round.
Second round, pick 22, Emmanuel Henderson. Alabama. He's from Alabama. Two-sport kid, played basketball and football in the state of Alabama. And he's graded to go to Alabama now. What you're getting though, they got Evans over there. If you know who
Look
Evans
like
was,
another
he was
hoodie situation.
Yeah, he was one of the better running backs in his draft class as well, TCU, and he's transferred to Ole Miss. If you don't know who Evans is, get familiar with this name right now because he's going to have a monster season for Ole Miss. I know that's for a fact. All right, here's the thing. Where the Chiefs at? I'm sorry, Chiefs. We're looking at
Ricard
Zach
White.
Evans, who was the number one running back in his draft class. He had some issues. He signed late, went to TCU, transferred out, and now he was the starting running back last year for TCU. Had 1,000 yards, transferred out, and now he's at Ole Miss, looking to do some damage over there in the SEC. Now, what do they do here though? Rashad White, Zach Evans, Emmanuel Henderson, and you're looking at Kendrick Watt still here as well. Look, man, the one thing you can't deny about this Chiefs team is they are loaded with speed right now. They have the speed again. They complete their team with a backfield that's a track star backfield. This is the relay team right here. I still think Zach Evans is the starting running back until proven otherwise. But they got a bunch of backs they can go through right now. Eventually somebody has to come to this roster and say, what do you want for him or him? You know what I mean? Like you just have to, bro. Like these guys, I mean, look at Rashad. I think he's 220, 225.
225.
I mean, you're looking at 97 break tackle in his third year, working on his fourth season, 94 trucking. I mean, he's the power back over there. Emmanuel is a home run hitter, and so is Zach Evans. Zach Evans at 195 can do both, truck you and run by you. So he can hit he can hit the holes and he can get to the outside and get ghosts with it. I think the 29-year-old is the odd man out. I don't see him touching the ball at all. for this team, so he'll be the odd man out. But we like the Chiefs backfield as well, and he went in the second round. So far, the only first round running back was Evan Pryor from out Ohio State. All right, we continue to go down. Looking at some of these bats, you got LaVacy Carroll, 95 speed, 95 cell from South Carolina. That went to the Falcons. Now, we don't think this guy comes in and even see crack the starting lineup. Not with B. John Robinson over there, right? I just can't see it. This is just a best available good pickup situation right there. As we come now Armani Goodwin goes to the Saints. Seems like the Saints are starting to enjoy drafting running backs. The problem with my opinion with the Saints is you're drafting running backs, so you're not giving nobody the process to be able to show you who the hell they are. So you draft a running back. You're doing the same thing at the running back position you're doing at the receiver position. And if you drafted a receiver this year, motherfucker, we not talking for a whole real life week, not a Madden week advance, a whole real life week. Don't ask me for shit. Don't hit me with no problem, nothing. Don't DM me for shit if you drafted another receiver this year. But Armani Goodwin, man, I just saw him in the spring game. That speed is legit. That speed is legit on this kid. And then for a small back, 88 break tackle, 88 trucking ain't bad, 88 stiff arm ain't bad. My question is like, again, another crowded backfield. You got to find out who your bell cow is. Now, we do know they cut their roster down. Peppers is still here. You got Tyrion Davis Price, and then you bring in a speedster. So I like it now that they cut it down because they got rid of Dell. All right, so they cut it down. My bad. I take it back. No, I don't take it back. The running back we kind of cool with. If you drafted a receiver this draft, kill yourself. All right, we don't see no receiver on this roster. All right, cool. My nigga getting it now. Dude. All right, my nigga got it now. I'm gonna talk about he ain't gonna go for a receiver. No, he on practice squad right now. He ain't had no hoop
he
on.
did. Nigga moved him to practice squad. You know he did.
All right, back to the running backs. I think it was one more I didn't see. I wanted to
Sean
talk about.
Dollars.
There go my guy, Sean Dollars. Now, if any of y'all follow football, high school football, you know Sean Dollars was the fucking man at modern day. All right, Sean Dollars is the oldest true freshman in the world. All right, Sean Dollars has fucked his leg up. He got a medical red shirt. Then he got the year back for COVID, and then something else happened and makes him a true freshman right now for Oregon. Best believe if he's healthy this year, he's the starting running back out there in Eugene. And not only is the starting running back, this kid is every bit of Shady McCoy, in my opinion. He runs exactly like Shady McCoy. He's going to be a problem. So, the Titans picked him up. Now, so why was it? I don't understand why C.J. Verdell was such a big deal. Like, you picked up one of the second best running back in the draft. Over here, and then you still got Keontae Ingram from Texas that's already up to a 98 speed, 94 excel, and Jalen Hayden getting old, 28, but he's still available to you. So I like this. Sean Dollar goes to a team that he will run him, so it's not like he's not going to be used over there. And in fact, now he didn't get to play his first game. That's right, he got the first one. Let me think, Hoodie, because Sean Dollars can catch the ball really well out the backfield. He got like Christian McCaffrey when it comes down to receiving as a receiver out the backfield, but he runs like Shady McCoy. The real Slim Shady, please stand up. Sean McCoy. So let me ask you, you like this pick? You like where he went?
Yeah.
I do too.
Sean Dollars a dog.
Yeah, Sean Dollars is a dog. And if you've been in my league since I started running leagues. If you've been in my league, then you know everything about Sean Dollar. You should know that name. That name's, the big time name in our league. All right, Tennessee starting to get it right now. He bust moves, got some trades off, and then kept it pushing and did some things. He really being a good GM, bro. Like, he really stepping it up on the GM role. All right, Sean Dollar, that's the running back level. Now let's get to these crazy ass receivers. All right, we're looking at the young boys. Let's take a look at it. All right, so I don't even you can take over this right here. I don't even want to talk about this one.
Kevin Coleman out of Jackson
I
State.
don't even want to talk about this.
Quickest pick in the draft I've ever seen.
Right. Fast as hell. He picked that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Soon as, because he picked right after you, right?
As soon as that pick was in, this pick was in, and then the next pick was up.
Dang. Man, that shit got that shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, this was one of those guys that, like, I really wanted, but I just thought I didn't care about the speed because everybody fast, right? So I didn't care about the speed. I'm not saying that he would have been there third round or anything like that. I'm not gonna say that, right? But having the 11th pick in the second round, he's there. If he doesn't go 5 overall, in my opinion, I was sick when this pick got made. But this wasn't the domino effect. This didn't start the people being sick. Because I'm not the only person on headset that was sick when you picked Luther Burton.
Facts.
Damn.
Let me ask you,
we're gonna make them feel it.
The team that run the ball 52 times in games went and got one of the fastest receivers in the draft. And like you heard Hitter say, he picked him fast as fuck, boy. Fast as fuck.
Boy.
Could this work though?
On average, 0.5 catches in receiving.
I might have to go. We might have to talk, man. I might have to see if we want to trade, bro. I need him.
That nigga Georgia Tech West.
You say Navy.
Let's see what he did with him. He played a game over there.
He ran that Navy offense. You talking
about wishbone.
I ain't never seen no stats like this in my life. 1 catch, 0 yards, 1 touchdown. He scored. My boy Kevin Coleman got in the end zone. That's all I care about.
Jet sweep.
It was
on the inch line, so it was so close that it didn't even count as a yard.
Dang.
Down, baby, bro.
I gotta work something out. Ray, man, if you watching, you listening, man, what's up, man? We gotta work something out. I got some weapons over there you can use, man. Come get this 6'5" nigga with the same speed. You know what I mean? Somebody you can just throw it up to after you play action. After you run the ball, come right off the play action.
You don't need to have receiver. You need to have all tight ends.
Yeah, tight ends. Yep. Matter of fact, I got a tight end for you too. I got a tight end and a receiver for you right now for Kevin Coleman.
Delete the quarterback arm. Motherfucking. Oh, I can just say, look, listen.
Nah. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all the funniest story in the world. Y'all ready? My nigga Ray ain't trying to hear that shit. He pay attention to all the look. First of all, shout Ray out, man. New to the league, new to franchise mode. That's Craig's little brother.
Ray, man.
And you know he rock it out, man. He come over, he play all his games for the most part, except when he tanking and shit. Other than that, he playing right. But look what he did, man. This is the conversation I got from him. Yo, man, take a look at the Bengals game. He trying to replace me and shit, laughing out loud. He gave his running back 46 carries. 40 times. And his time of possession was like 22 minutes, laughing out loud. I go, damn, did you win?
I said the same shit.
He said, yeah, laughing out loud. My time of possession was like 9. He was dead serious, though, bro. This nigga mad as hell he got butt ball. You can't make it up, bro. You can't make it up. Oh yeah, the Bengals ain't playing. He ain't doing nothing other than handing the ball off, bro. I'm gonna be mad as hell when I gotta play him. That motherfucker is giving his running back. He had 62 carries in my game. Not the running back itself, his entire backfield. Look, when you get a 5'11" receiver, you got to better. You know, you got to have it's the Hollywood Brown, Henry Ruggs, Waddle effect. So what I will say is this: I'm not gonna say a reach without looking at his entire roster. If you go off of, you know, he's another guy that just loves speed, right? So you go off of that, I get it. My
the Raiders
thing is
love speed, period.
Yeah, you just win, baby. That's what they do out there, Al Davis. But I just, you know, now this was he was a top receiver in the draft. Like he was number 4 on the list in the first round. He was one of 5 first round receivers. graded to go in the first round. And then he got a dog, so it's not like he, you know, it's not like
Miss.
he, missed on
He
a pick.
didn't
This is
miss.
a great pick.
Yeah.
It's a great pick. I just don't think it was the best pick for him or at 5. I think Kevin Coleman would have been there in the second round, bro. I really do. I think he would have been there unless Hoodie would have saw it. Maybe Hoodie would have got him at 24.
Hoodie drafted all speed.
But here go a reach though. Brian Thomas Jr. He's just coming on the scene right now. He had a good spring ball game. None of y'all listen. Any of y'all know LSU receiver in college right now named Brian Thomas Jr.?
Who?
All right.
Huh?
Well, the Vikings come out in their first draft and real draft, and they decide to go get him with their first pick. In the first round, pick 28. Now the problem is this: I like the size, 6'4", 205, and he got to go get it. He got to go get it, but you're dealing with a star, and that's a problem for me. Flat out problem for me. Now you can turn him into something. He got 97 special catch, but he got work to do. 76 route running. He got work to do as a route runner. So I don't know. We'll see how it works itself out. Now, Quay Darius, they call him Quay or Q Davis from Jackson State, man. He wear number 6 out there. He is a 50-50 monster. If you already see Hoodie got a special catch up to 99, this guy is a special, like he go get the 50-50. But he was like a 6th, 7th round receiver in this draft, but still one of the better down the bottom guys that's going to be a better player than what they drafted him out to be. And Hoodie got him. I don't know what round he got him in, but he's on the Bills roster. Now, my problem is this. They got so many fucking receivers over there. I just don't know how effective.
I'm cheating for.
Third round,
stat-wise,
24th pick.
Be.
It was third round pick.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Now, the next 2 receivers are the best receivers in that draft, period. Luther Burden, Evan Stewart both went in the NFC. And this is the next pick. I said if Coleman's not there, Evan should be there later on as well, even though he was the number 3 receiver in the draft. I thought he would be there 2 second round. I was gambling. Niggas was not playing. I'm not gambling enough, and I know how much money I came to this casino with. Fuck you. That's how they was coming. So, Hitter, you moved to number 4 and grabbed Luther Burden. What are you getting out of this? What do you feel, and why do you feel like you didn't reach for him?
I feel I didn't reach for him because I just realized that going through my roster, Demon Time is declining at 29 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I got an automatic replacement for a guy that this next up. So either Christian's moving up or he's moving to the number 2, one of the 2.
If you don't know anything about Luther Burden, I would suggest you to just type his name in on YouTube and watch the million highlights he got. He's a dog. But the one I want you to really watch is the Missouri
spring game. Yeah.
Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. All right, and then look, Evan Stewart is on campus right now. He played in Texas A&M spring game, and they literally, he showed number 1 receiver. He's so good. He made Demas transfer out of there, out of Texas A&M, and he was the number 1 receiver in his draft class. So Evan Stewart. So Rob, what are you getting with Evan Stewart? Have you played with him yet?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got 2 touchdowns already. Fucking animal. Hold on, I'm gonna just stop line real quick.
I'm on it already. You ain't got to do it. That's what's up. Coming right in and playing right now, right away. First game. Have we seen a rookie so far this year do this? 7 catches, 136 yards, 19.4 yards a pop, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ew, he showed off right away. Diaper dandy moment. Diaper fucking dandy moment. Rob, what type of receiver is he? Is he good enough to be your number 1 over there, or is it still the Richard Schwartz show?
It's Schwartz with him, it's like a mentorship. So he definitely sat Butte on the 3rd receiver, so he's definitely my number 2 right now. This guy, he's twitchy, he separates. His playmaker, like the second, what's the word I'm looking for? Like on the playmakers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's like no other. When the play break down, he gets loose. He gives the quarterback a target to throw at, like a wide open target. And when he get in the open field, he's agile, got the spins, jukes.
Right.
Yeah, he's a package right now. So
yeah, you got a flat out dog right now. Flat out. I ain't even mad at it. All right, next guy up, LV Bunkley Shelton, goes to superstar too. He goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I thought this was a good pick. 89 overall is a good ass pick. It was about 6 receivers that I could say was short shot guys. If he wasn't 6, he was number 7. He's that good. You'll see him over there with Herm Edwards in Arizona State this year. He's a freshman, redshirt freshman on the field this year. Next guy up, Isaiah Brevard, 6'5", 225. Good speed for a 6'5" kid with 225 pounds on this 94 speed, 94 excel, and he got 98 special catch. The receiver room is loaded over there in Tennessee, so we'll see how this works itself out. We go get us a stud as well. I think the second fastest receiver in the draft, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And Ryan Peppins, his name is really spelled Peppins, but they wouldn't let me spell that. So I had to spell it like this. He's out there in Utah. He redshirted 2021 class. He redshirted, so we'll see him this year on the field. 5'8", 175. As of right now, he's going to be a pure kick returner, punt returner for us, and hopefully he can work his way into some playing time over there with the Fab Five. We'll see. I drafted this guy late. Like, this is what I mean by receivers, bro. Like, this guy was the second fastest guy in the draft and didn't go until I picked him in maybe the 3rd round or something. I'm going to find out right now. Not actually really sure where I got him. I think it was a 3rd round pick. 3rd round pick 19. That's what I mean. Like, when I was talking about them little guys with speed, they got speed, but not everybody interested in that type of shit. So they can drop, and they should have dropped. Now Kevin Coleman was a number 1. He was one of the top receivers in the draft. So on the board. So as soon as you clicked on receivers, five, he was like number 5. So I could see that. But again, that same receiver sitting right here in the 3rd round, pick 19. All right, Kieron Ware Hudson. He got a whole lot of names at 6'2", 215, 94, 94. Good special catch, 95, route running 80s and across the board. Then you get the Vikings go after another receiver. They get one in the 1st round. Then they come back and get Trevante Ruckers. Shador came in the same class as Shador came in for Jackson State, and he's a dog. Another one of those guys that can go up and get the football at 98. Good route runner, superstar, 6'1", 180. A little light, but 96 speed, 96 excel. So they loading that receiver room up there with in Minnesota. And hopefully they playing with that guy that was a monster for Minnesota. Hopefully he's still over there and team those 2 guys that they picked up just now in this year's draft with that kid. Then you're looking at Damon Demas. Now the Rams said they on their road to winning the West, and it starts with some of the players they picked in this draft. They got one of the better receivers in this draft as well. I think when he unlocks, this must have been a 1st round, 2nd round pick. He might have been a 2nd round pick. Because I know Hitter, you was all over him a little bit too. He played 5 catches, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns in his debut. He went in the 2nd round, pick number 7 overall. Again, guys like this, dogs, and he should be might even be. Now he's superstars. I didn't make him X Factor superstar because he didn't play. He didn't play last year, so he didn't. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, all right. So you're looking at Jaden Dotton, superstar, 6'3", 191 out of Penn State. Okay speed, got to get work there. Not too many corners in this league will be threatened by him, separating from him. But then you got to worry about the bunnies and the special catch. Then you go get Bloodline. All right, so Hitter, you get Burden, and if you had to say what type of receiver Burden could remind you of, body build wise, what name comes to mind?
A shorter DK Metcalf.
Yes, sir. I agree. He's an animal, bro. Again, go watch his spring game. But then you go get Moose Muhammad III. Didn't his dad play for the Panthers?
Yeah, Musa Muhammad. Yeah, him and the Rocket Ismail, all of them.
So you getting bloodline. So when he unlocks out to an X factor right now. And do you feel like with those two receivers you drafted, what round you got him in?
I got him my first pick in the second.
All right, so let me ask you this: you replaced it. Do you feel like with those two receivers, you're good? You replaced it. The guys that that's getting up there in age.
Yeah, Cribs and definitely Demon Time now are expendable.
All right, so what's your plan for these guys? Are they immediately put on the field, or like are they have time to develop and work themselves in?
My
I
my
think,
plan my plan was to slow walk them to develop them, but after further review, someone just got promoted.
and I'm gonna think that someone had to be Luther Burden.
Yeah, Luther Burton right now. Musa Muhammad is a special team danger right now.
Okay.
His first two kick returns, they look pretty good. He got all the way up to the 25-yard line after coming out the end zone.
Okay, that's showing you I can do something. He's gonna be active for this team, but more of a special teams guy, and come in and some formation cells right now. You got two dogs though, so your future bright there. And I mean, you getting weapons around Jeff Sims. That's all that matters out there. I mean, the Eagles picked up Evan Stewart. Jesus Christ, uh, did the Cowboys get a receiver too? I know he picked up motherfucker Sony Styles, safety. But all right, Ja'Cory Brooks, Alabama. Nice pickup for C. Howe over there, especially losing that big ass receiver that came out in the first draft class of Game of Thrones that's getting up there in age. Christian Leary, another Alabama guy, good speed on star though, 95 speed, 96 excel. You got Roe Brinson, this is 94 speed, 94 excel at 6'2" from out of Miami. Obviously, you from Miami, you from Florida, you getting these Miami guys if you see them. Jaden Ballard, the Ohio State receiver room is so crowded. We're probably not going to really get to ever see what he really could have been if he goes somewhere else. And he probably is going to hit the transfer portal. They loaded that receiver in Ohio State. And I just think, a guy that's going to slip through the cracks because of that. All right, Bukes Collins, 6'3", 205 pounds out of Clemson, 94 speed, 94 excel. Obviously, the 49ers love those big, tall receivers. They went and got another one. Jason Raines from out of New Jersey all the way to Stanford. Smart kid, too, 93 speed, 93 excel. Special catch, 96. Hoodie got him. And then Mike picked all the names that he knew, any name that was NFL names, kids, or names at all. They all was on his board, and he got them all. Chad Johnson Jr. The year before that, he got another. He got Jerry Rice's son. Let's go look at this coach wide receiver one real fast. They bring in Chad Johnson Jr. X Factor up. Brendan Rice, X Factor. They're kids of NFL stars in our league. Austin from Notre Dame. You got Isaiah Samuels still here, Elliott and Zach Bowman. Zach Bowman is getting up there in age though, so this was smart. They get the transition here over there, but they got Chad Johnson Jr. Oh my God, I wish he was still available.
Come on, Gilbert, you got blocked up front.
They got some dogs, man. Again, the receiver room is so deep. You really don't gotta reach for them. It's just deep, bro. AJ Henning, Michigan, 94 speed, 94 excel. They jet sweep guy. We already talked about Brian Thomas Pepin, Bruce Bird, and we talked about Dotton. How about Johnny Wilson? Hitter, we talked about this receiver because he's 6'7", he's going in the first round.
Get them feet down, big fella.
And he went in the first round.
Yeah, Mr. Go Get It.
I mean, he goes to a passing team right now. This could be special. Again, he got tight end speed, not wide receiver speed for this league. But at 6'7", man, it's a mismatch to any corner. Like it shouldn't be an issue to go get the 50-50 ball at all for him. But I know if he don't get off this game with them butt ass naked sleeves and that butt ass 85, he better dress that motherfucker. He had 4 catches and 89 yards in his debut, 22 yards a pop and a touchdown. So he threw him up. Bottom line, he already showing you that he's gonna go throw them bitches up. That might help him out offensively, man. Instead of all timing routes, you got a guy that you can go make a play with. Just throw that bitch up, see what happens. Shout out to Corey. All right, the number 1 receiver in the draft, Dante Thornton, 6'5", 215. This had to be a first-round pick.
Hit the.
Pick 1, pick 20, round 1, pick 22. Dante Thornton, 6'5", 215, goes to the Chiefs. Good pickup. Big, tall height. They go with the shit you already had over there, height-wise. This guy, Moose, where we've seen all these names. Collins, Haynes, Jason Lane, Johnson, Thornton, Henning, Deion Colesley, 6'4", 195. You got to work on that 92, 93. That's not going to cut it. We've seen Johnny Wilson. That shit is stupid right now. All right, so the last position I'm going to talk about is the tight end position. We're going to see where some of these guys went. All right, so Michael Trigg goes to the Packers. Elijah Arroyo from Miami goes to the Giants. 88 speed, 90 excel, 95 special catch. You got Gage Wilcox goes to the Panthers. And this is when you're a running team, this is what you want to do. You want to get some tight ends in the building that can throw a little bit of both. And then the fastest tight end in the draft goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Jaleel Bensley. He goes at the end of the draft. He was the last first round pick. And you know, you're getting a guy that got really good speed. Now his blocking isn't superior. But as a receiver, he's a threat and could be the next guy to take over. Now, I ain't even going to say take over for 99 reasons because I like what they got on their roster already at tight end. So, but when you know, first round talent, you draft him, you have high expectations for him. I don't know if we're going to see him go crazy this year. And he might even be deep enough to just redshirt this guy if he wanted to. We're playing him in spot duty. We know that the Bucs don't really go crazy with rookies right away. Like they'll take their moments with them and make sure they're completely ready before they put that product on the field. Next guy up, Thomas Fidone, good speed, good special catch as well, and he's a superstar. So this is a good pickup for the Vikings for sure. And then we picked up Jatavion Sanders, who's still locked right now. Opens up to a superstar, 88 speed, 93 excel, out of Texas. Now, Billingsley used to play for Alabama. Transferred to Texans, and Texans got two really good tight ends that will be draft picks next draft. Jatavion Sanders is one of them, and then Billingsley. So imagine what Ewers was throwing to all year last year. And then Hoodie Stills, one of the faster, bigger tight ends in the draft. Again, at 6'7", 260 pounds, 88 speed, 88 excel, 96 special catch. Hudson Wolf, that last name is bloodline. Had a whole bunch of brothers play, Tennessee, and the league, and he's carrying the torch for him. So that's another tight end. That's keep your eye out on, dog. Jermaine Terry, blocker tight end, as well as a receiving tight end, can do a little bit of everything. But anyway, Jermaine Terry, 6'5", 245, California, got good speed. 95 special catch. He could be a number 2 tight end. Over there, they do got a tight end they like over there for sure. He should be the number 2. And then you got Malika Matavio, 90 speed, 90 excel out of Oregon, 92 special catch. He got work to do, but he is a superstar. And then the number 1 tight end in the draft goes to the Raiders, Jake Brinkstall. Corey had him last year. He did work with him. 89 speed, 91 excel with 95 special catch. Dog. Terrence Ferguson gets picked up by the computer for Mike. Brings in another tight end. I think he's more of a blocker.
Another one.
And another one. And another one. I don't see him, really doing too much outside of blocking right now. Not with Myers over there. Oh, Lord.
We the best.
I don't believe that shit. We're out of here for the night. Late night. We'll talk about the rest of this draft class later on. Other than that, holla at me when we holla at you.